If this picture doesn't paint the visual enough, it is time to leave if you haven't already. Things are changing every minute. Guys, I gotta say, I think I've got one of the best seats in the house. I think you're right. We're about, it looks like 1 minute, a little less than a minute actually, out from this parade kicking off.
I don't have any comment for you. Thank you.
You don't have a minute to talk? We have a lot of clients that have called us that are saying you guys are answering their questions. Do you have anything to say to that? They feel ignored. Do you have anything to say?
All right, T-Town, get ready to laugh your tails off. That's right. We're talking about the Blue Whale Comedy Festival returning tomorrow.
1-1. So what are we thinking for game 3?
It's 2-1. It's 2-1. We're going to Anna. We're taking it. Let's go, baby.
All right. Woo! Can I get a thunder up?
Let's go, Thunder, baby. Let's go.
So people are starting to get excited. We're getting ready for game 3.
Yeah, you know, the shelter actually switched locations 2 times before they settled here. They went to 2 schools. They didn't have power. There was a gas leak at one of the nearby buildings. So just trying to figure out the safest place for people to go.
Owasso Public Schools refused to take those reports seriously. That's according to the lawsuit that was filed yesterday by Nix's mother, Sue. Since Benedict's death, I've listened to so many families who tell me they have had very similar experiences across the district. Today, I heard another.
You can see a big piece of this car bumper. There's piles of bricks and obviously right where the car came through the wall behind me. But that's what officers said. They couldn't have gotten this suspect into custody without the help of all of these other partner area agencies. Braden mentioned taking the snow to a faraway land. I'd like to go to a warm, faraway land somewhere else because it is cold here in Veneta.
They're like, rain or shine. We're going to do our Easter egg hunt.
With some glass eggs, 24 only, so you got to be hunting eyes wide open. So you can tell just by looking at some of this field, it was just so dry, almost waiting. Everything is just kind of breaking apart in my hands, waiting for a fire to start.
Have you ever wanted to relive just one day of elementary school? Well, 25 years ago, Miss Harris's 5th graders captured it all on tape for a time capsule. For the first time since then, they're going back to that classroom of 1998.
During our 1998-1999 school year. Enjoy.
25 years later, that little boy on the right, all grown up.
There you are. There you are.
Carlos Bejarano got a front row seat to a blast from his past alongside his former teacher, Miss Rebecca Harris.
I remember those boys. I don't know their names, but they were delightful.
From classroom supplies, Beanie Babies, bricks, and newspaper clippings, even a box of 1999 dirt from the schoolyard.
I wish I still had this outfit.
Carlos's class was intentional, thinking of every little thing to store away underground for their 2025 reveal.
Oh, I'm going to cry.
But the best memento of all was an almost 2-hour tape of Kendall Whittier frozen in time nearly 3 decades ago.
We needed to have it something that was going to show this is who Kendall Whittier was when we first started.
Captured on VHS, performances, hands-on learning.
Oh, looks like maybe a science experiment.
And a regular day in 5th grade that was likely no different than the one before.
I guess it has been 25 years.
I know, and we haven't ever aged. But that old time capsule did.
But to these two, that peek back at what once was means everything.
I'm going to have a lot of Kleenexes, and I'm going to see all of the beautiful things that went on at Kendall Whittier.
Carlos recalls his and his peers' desire to do something memorable, hence the time capsule.
We had so much pride to be part of Kendall Whittier, and this really helps cement that legacy.
And what a legacy it is.
We lucked out, didn't we?
Reporting in 2025, Stef Manchen, 2 News, Oklahoma.
It's like a piece of us is missing.
A life-changing weekend for all who knew Donald Laster.
At first, I was in denial. I had called a couple friends. I was telling them he can't be gone. Told my mom he can't be gone. I didn't want him to leave.
McKenna Travis, Dante Tiger, and the rest of this friend group who say they're more like family, grappling with the confusing loss of their beloved friend. Donald, affectionately known as DJ or Dougie, was among the 8 killed in a head-on collision over the weekend. His friends say it was important they share who Donald was with the world because of how deeply he affected each of them.
Donald was a kind, soft-hearted person. He was very God-fearing. He loved his little sister. That was his motivation. She kept him going, definitely.
The freshman basketball star dreamed of one day taking his skills to the NBA. Now his friends determined to carry on his name through their own game. Dante tells me he's shared the court with Donald since the 6th grade. Now every game he plays moving forward will be for him.
Played my hardest no matter what game is, no matter what the score is. I'm going to continue to push hard and fight just how he would have wanted.
From my conversation with all of these friends, one thing stood out. Everyone who shared a memory of Donald with me said he was always going the extra mile to make sure those he loved were okay.
He was always there, ready to pick anybody up, no matter what happened, no matter if there was an argument, disagreement, he would still always have your back no matter what.
Every time I had my head down, he would come and talk to me and ask me if I was okay, ask me how I was doing.
Now, this family forever altered. While the loss of Donald is felt in everything they do, they're creating reminders of him everywhere they go, starting with a mural at school, even saving a seat for him in the cafeteria.
We love you, Donald!
In Tulsa, Stef Manchen, 2 News, Oklahoma.
It's probably true to say most of us take the simplest actions, like getting up and taking a step forward, for granted. It's the little things you don't think about until they're gone. For the very first time in its 19th year, Tulsa Tough is creating space for differently abled athletes to compete and show the world what they can do.
Some people are like, what are you doing? Laying down on the job.
Gabrielle Platt, 38, certified beast.
It kind of all started actually right here at this park, the center. They would load us all up in a bus. We would come out here. We would ride about 12 miles on the river. And that's kind of when I decided, like, I could be the best at this.
When she was only 24 years old, Gabrielle was shot in the back 3 times, losing the use of her legs.
I pretty much thought my life was over, that I wouldn't be able to carry on with my life moving forward in a wheelchair.
It took about 4 years to find her path forward, embracing a different set of wheels.
Cycling has always been like so liberating for me because I can get on my bike and go 20, 30 miles away from the wheelchair.
Since strapping into her first bike in 2015, Gabrielle has set her sights on greatness.
It's actually funny because I've been more places with these 2 wheels and on my 3 wheels over there than I have been before I was paralyzed.
The Tulsa-bred champ has raced all over the world, but this competition will be different.
I've done marathons here, I've done rides here, but I've never raced here.
Platt tells me she's looking forward to friends and family being among the crowd, cheering her on as she races through the streets that raised her. And for those who think her journey is a one-off, she shares a piece of advice.
You can't let anything stop you. I mean, we all go through things in life, that's life, but the biggest lesson is to keep moving forward, take it a day at a time, a step at a time, a push at a time, just keep moving forward.
Reporting in Tulsa, Stef Manchen, 2 News, Oklahoma.
Not anymore, and all you could do is sit there and just pray and say, man, I hope he really, I hope he gets out of it sooner than later.
Tamara Bissell spent 20 years of her life as a criminal.
I was in love with it until I actually planted my feet in Cheebrews.
She's been here 3 years, turning her life around and guiding other women coming off a similar path to do the same. Bissell was helping open the shop Wednesday morning when they realized they had been broken into for a second time just this month.
My criminal mindset obviously kicked into gear, and we stepped back and we were able to approach it. And when we came in, we knew exactly what areas to go look in because of that ex-criminal mindset.
A man shown here in security footage pried their back door open, emptied their cash register, and took a few other things. Director of Business Development Ian Young tells me both of these break-ins didn't just cost them financially.
I think for the team it's just disheartening in that they can feel unsafe coming to work, and we just don't want that to be the case. We want them to feel as comfortable as possible.
Young tells me police believe they know who the burglar is, as a number of other businesses in the area have also been hit. Because of Chebrew's mission, I wondered if these incidents were bringing anything up for Bissell and the rest of her team.
It made me just be grateful that we're not walking that way anymore. Thank goodness we don't have to do any of that anymore. I'm just grateful that that's not one of our girls. And I think it really made our girls and myself feel like I'm so happy that we're where we are today.
And while these baristas could have started their day full of fear, they chose to lead with something else.
We just went to the door that was broken into and we just prayed over it, prayed over the coffee shop, and then we were like, let's get this coffee shop open for our customers because this is what we do. We move forward.
Stef Manchen, 2 News, Oklahoma.